tell us about this experience with the PSA magazine, because I was actually while you were doing that, I was in LA getting some stuff graded.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I think I picked up the day that you went in to do the shoot.
Mm-hmm.
How did that come to be? Like, I mean, I know how it's done. I'm trying to eventually get myself into there. Hopefully at some point I need to step up my game a little bit before I can get a full spread like you did. But tell us a little bit about that experience and and how that came to be.
Yeah, man, it's super cool. PSA is finally starting to acknowledge Pokemon and want to start acknowledging it more. As you can see, like someone like me, I'm surprised they even pick someone like me over the hundreds of other candidates that are out there. But yeah, so my Instagram, I've had a Pokemon Instagram since I think 2015, 2014, something crazy. I'm coming up on almost 10 years of having a Pokemon Instagram, if it's not already 10 years.
Yeah.
And a couple of guys from PSA have just been following my account for years. And Dustin, I don't remember his last name, but Dustin, the guy who actually wrote the article on me, I'm sure his name is in there. He randomly reached out to me one day, gave me his credentials, and was just saying, we want to start getting guys in here like you. I've been following your account for a long time. I really like that you're into these signatures. I really like that you collect these art, and I just would love to write an article on you and get you in the offices one of these days. So it was just that easy as a DM. I live, 20 minutes away from PSA. Went in one day, sat down. They did some photos, did some video content, took some interview notes, and that was it. It was super quick and easy, but hopefully we'll start seeing more things like that. I want to see if I can help partner up with them and start getting people in there. Like Pokecloy was just in there a month ago with a #1 trainer card and nothing was done.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Like it's, a PSA 10 of that card.
So I mean, like you say you have. I had the opposite experience when I went there, right? You said that you're seeing PSA being more interested in Pokemon.
Yeah.
I had the complete opposite experience on the grading side, where I felt, and maybe it's a little bit of entitlement, but I did bring them some of the craziest cards in the hobby.
Yeah,
I felt that they did not care. Like, they obviously took care of getting the grades done quickly, getting me in there in person and all that, which they would do for anybody if they're paying what you're paying to do a walkthrough. Right. There were just instances where I felt like PSA wasn't as accommodating as they should have been for something like that. And they didn't even care to do any marketing around that, which I had snap cards, TMBs, a full set of TMBs, SSBs, all this stuff, right? And they were just, it was like, come, pay your upcharges and leave. So, there's two sides to this. I think PSA is battling that internally to get Pokemon up there, because I do have a rep with Rare Candy for grading, and I talked to him about it, and he's like really trying to push for Pokemon and other TCGs to get a bigger, attention for within PSA. And then, of course, like you said, on the marketing side, I think they really are trying to push it more. So I think there's just like an internal battle, and
for sure,
hopefully it gets over that hump, because I'm seeing it at Beckett now. We've seen it at CGC for a long time. I think CGC is the best at it with pushing for TCGs, Pokemon, especially doing marketing around all this and everything. And I think Beckett is, they're just behind on everybody, but they're actually, I've talked with their president. I've talked with a lot of people there, and they're pushing for it. They like this, the attitude they have towards it is different. So I think there's going to be a nice little change in the winds in the next couple of years, with Pokemon becoming a more serious thing to a lot of people. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that clip, be sure to check out the full video podcast right here. And every Thursday, we drop a new podcast that premieres on YouTube here live at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So be sure to subscribe and comment down below which guest you'd like me to have on next.